Today, we will be looking at the major and minor themes in Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, including quotes with approximate page numbers, based on the widely used Anchor Books Edition, 1994. Note: page numbers may vary slightly depending on the edition you are using. Major Themes 1. Theme of Tradition versus Change. The central tension in the novel arises as the traditional Igbo society begins to fall apart under the influence of European colonialism and Christianity. Quote, "He has put a knife on the things that held us together, and we have fallen apart." Page 176. Theme of Fate and Free Will. Okonkwo tries to escape the shame of his father's failure and shape his own destiny, but ultimately fate and societal change overpower his efforts. Quote, "A man could not rise beyond the destiny of his chi." Page 131. Theme of Masculinity and Gender Role. Okonkwo equates masculinity with violence, control, and emotional suppression. The novel critiques this rigid view and shows its negative consequences. Quote, "No matter how prosperous a man was, if he was unable to rule his women and his children, he was not really a man." Page 53. Theme of Colonialism and Cultural Clash. Achebe presents colonialism not just as political domination, but as a cultural invasion that disturbs traditional life and brings spiritual confusion and conflict. Quote, "The white man is very clever. He came quietly and peaceably. Now he has won our brothers, and our clan can no longer act like one." Page 176.5. Theme of Family and Community. Family and clan relationships form the bedrock of Igbo society. Okonkwo's fall is partly due to his failure to harmonize his personal goals with communal values. Quote, "A man belongs to his fatherland when things are good and life is sweet, but when there is sorrow, he finds refuge in his motherland." Page 135. Minor Themes 6. Theme of Fear of Failure and Weakness. Okonkwo's entire life is shaped by a fear of being seen as weak like his father. This fear leads him to excessive cruelty and poor choices. Quote, "His whole life was dominated by fear, the fear of failure and of weakness." Page 13.7. Theme of Justice and Customary Law. Igbo society maintains law through elders and spiritual authorities, like the oracle. This is later disrupted by Western legal institutions. Quote, "It is an abomination for a man to take his own life. It is an offense against the earth." Page 207.8. Theme of Religion and Spirituality. Spiritual beliefs are foundational in Igbo society, governing everything from justice to farming. The novel explores tensions between traditional beliefs and Christianity. Quote, "The earth cannot punish me for obeying her messenger." Page 95. Theme of Respect and Reputation. Reputation in Igbo culture is earned through bravery, titles, and success. Okonkwo is obsessed with this, fearing dishonor more than anything. Quote, "Okonkwo was well known throughout the 9 villages and even beyond. His fame rested on solid personal achievements." Page 3. Theme of Alienation and Exile. Okonkwo is exiled for committing a crime against the clan, and upon return, he finds himself alienated from the changing society. Quote, "He mourned for the clan, which he saw breaking up and falling apart." Page 183. Subscribe for more related videos.